Here guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. In this episode, meron akong i-share sa inyo na isang email I received from a viewer. We will keep yung identity anonymous. Pero alam niya, nagagawa natin to ng episode. In this email, guys, you will see the emotional toll na nangyayari sa bawat Canadian PR journey. Okay? Isa po silang pamilya struggling to get their PR. And now, it's clear to me dun sa kanyang email na meron na silang sigurong pinagdadaanan talaga na mental struggles also.
Mm-mm.
And in that email, alam mo, ang hiningi niya po sa akin, ngayon lang ako nakakuha ng ganitong email, Usually, I would hear na kung pwede nilang ma-share yung story nila, or makahingi ng assistance, referral sa isang consultant, or lawyer. Alam niyo po, ang hiningi lang niya sa akin, dasal. Yun lang. Okay? He did not even ask for this episode na ito gagawin natin, just to get insights from a consultant. Baka lang, meron pang maibigay na tips para makatulong sa kanilang situation. Hello? Welcome back, Ms. Geraldine Vallarayil of GHB
Hello.
Immigration. She is based in Edmonton, Alberta. Ayan. Hi, Ms. G.
Hi, Miss Ina.
Ayan. Na-share ko na syempre kay Ms. G yung email dahil ito nga po ang aming pag-uusapan. Okay. How did you feel about this letter, Ms. G, when I shared it with you? Is this something you always hear also?
Marami is nasa ganyang sitwasyon, Miss Ina. I always meet clients, yung sabihin natin nasa most vulnerable chapter ng buhay nila dito sa Canada. Yung like the old saying goes na naririnig natin sa marami, iniwan daw nila yung magandang buhay na meron sila before immigrating to Canada, and this is what's happening.
Yeah.
So, nakakalungkot talaga. I mean, sabi mo nga prayers. Anyway, my prayers definitely will goes to them as well. My advice to anyone navigating the Canadian immigration system, bago pa lang kayo pumunta ng Canada, kailangan talaga i-prepare nyo na yung documents nyo. Kung ang mindset nyo talaga is mag-apply kayo ng PR later on. Of course, not only the documents, but your mindset. Immigration is not only a legal process, sabihin na natin emotional journey.
Yes, it is. Oo talaga. Alam mo, I've heard of stories, na parang may ilang mga tao, doubtful sila sa konsepto ng depression.
Yes.
Until they got to Canada. And then suddenly they feel, ito yata yung totoo pala siya because they've never felt anything like it before. So talagang tama si Ms. G, it's not just a legal journey,
Yes.
It's really an emotional journey as well. O puntahan na natin yung email, Let me take out our headlines pala muna para makita natin yung buong email. And by the way, ngayon pa lang sasabihin ko na please avoid any negative comments kahit sa episode lang na ito. Okay, let's be encouraging dito po sa ating email sender. Okay? Yan. Okay, sabi niya, hi Ms. Ina, I am deeply troubled at this moment. Hirap na hirap po, isip namin mag-asawa. Hindi namin alam ang future namin mag-asawa. At dalawa naming anak na nandito sa Alberta. Food service supervisor siya. Yung kanyang asawa, yan. Siya naman, si email sender mismo, sanitation technician. May 8 months na lang daw sila sa kanilang status, sa kanilang permit. Nakakasawa na raw katsyat si Gemini. Positive naman siya always. But really, we are preparing for the worst. Nag-aaral daw sila ngayon ng French. Sana po matuto at pumasa, sabi niya. Si Mrs. po, 11 p.m. out sa trabaho. Natutulog ng 2 a.m. para mag-aral every day. Then wakes up at 7 para sa mga bata pag may pasok. Siya naman daw, 7 to 7 ang kanyang schedule at nag-aaral then 9 a.m. Sana po magbunga. Nakakaiyak po pag nakikita ko yung mga bata. Nakahulma na po sila dito. Dati po akong public school teacher. Tulad ng karamihan na nagsisimula nilunok ko rin po ang pride ko. Every time na nababalitaan namin na may na-deny at nauuwi, bumibigat ang dibdib namin, ang bigat po. Isama niyo po ang pamilya ko sa mga dasal niyo, lalo na po ang 2 kong anak. Pagkabiyayaan po nawa kami ng milagro. Pasensya na po, di ko na po makausap asawa ko dito kasi po nababalisa siya, no? Ina-anxiety na rin syempre nga naman si Mrs. Pinili ko na rin po, wag ko mausap ng kapwa Pinoy. Hirap po ako makita na kinakaawaan kami. Okay, and then last na to, no, nag-send siya sa akin ng photo and actually may video pa nga nung kanyang mga anak but hindi ko na po yun i-share sa inyo, no. Pagdasal niyo po kami na anuman resulta, ihanda kami ng nasa taas at nawa maging kwento kami ng tagumpay. Ayun. Nakakalungkot, no, especially when you hear, imagine, no, if you were a parent looking at your children, na walang kamuang-muang pa naman, they're not aware of what the parents are going through to give them a good future. Diba? Doon ako na nalulungkot ng husto, Miss G. So ano ba, 8 months to go sila, Miss G. Nakita mo yung work, sanitation technician, and then the other one is a food restaurant supervisor. Tama ba?
Yes,
Right.
food service supervisor. Okay, I really wish dun sa family is dun sa food service supervisor, I hope you at least create your express entry profile, and if you're here in Alberta, so na create an expression of interest under the AAIP, either it is through the Alberta Opportunity Stream or Alberta Opportunity Stream. That's the only stream na pwede niyang applyan. I know we don't know yung location. I think hindi nabanggit, Miss Ina.
No, Alberta lang.
Alberta, oo. Sa labanan, sa AAIP, it's not a matter of like may napakataas ang score mo eh. No, minsan nga yung kwento, may tatawag sa akin, sabihin sa akin, Miss Geraldine, bakit ganun? Mas mataas yung score ko kaysa dun sa kakilala ko sa expression of interest. Bakit natawagan siya, ako hindi? No, hindi kasi pataasan ng points dito sa Alberta, unfortunately. But I hope they have created ang profile. Now, I actually check yung sa sanitation technician. I believe it's falling under tier 5. Possible then tier 2, pero depende siya sa industry environment kung saan nagwo-work yung yung asawa. Optimize yung profile strategically. For example, kung meron man silang express entry profile, yung kasing language scores are one of the most controllable factors, Miss Ina, di ba? So isang CLB increase lang can change your entire PR strategy.
Okay.
So I would suggest keep trying na mag-retake ng language test, and kung yung Mr. naman is nasa tier 4 or 5 roles, dito sa Alberta, unfortunately there is no pathway para dun sa tier 4 or 5 if you're in a spousal open work permit. No, so make sure then, but I'm happy, Miss Ina, kasi nagtatry silang mag-French.
Yes, oo.
They are doing their best. So it's not that sitting pretty na lang sila and waiting for the expiration ng permit nila. May ginagawa silang I would encourage them to do that kasi yun nga, kapag na-challenge nila yung French exam, hindi lang ticket yun for permanent residency, but of course, pwede nilang mapasok yung Francophone Mobility Program, makakapag-renew or makakapag-extend ng work permit without the need of an LMIA.
Oh, wow. Okay, ganun pala yun.
Yes, ganun ang power ng French language test report. Now, you don't need, hindi siya pataasan, makuha nyo lang yung minimum requirement para ma-challenge nyo yung French exam. And then there, you don't need an LMIA. Kailangan lang, Miss Ina, ng employer to apply through their employer portal yung employment offer, which they only have to pay $230 Canadian dollars.
At least,
very fast.
Oo, yun yung immediate solution kung sakali na nakikita mo, Miss G. Ma-extend man lang.
Yes.
Kasi 8 months to go, Miss G. Eh,
Oo.
sa mga panahon ngayon, ang 8 buwan, ano ba, is that enough time to find a PR pathway in their case, you think? Or talagang medyo one step at a time at mag-extend muna through a
Um,
French, for example?
It is still doable, Miss Ina. It's not impossible. It's still
Mm.
doable, no? Kung meron silang 8 months. Meron nga ako mga kliyente last 6 months or even less than 6 months and then nadodro sila. No, so everything is possible. What's important is yun nga yung mental health, Miss Ina. No, that should not take at all dun sa kanilang relationship as a couple. And syempre mararamdaman din ng mga bata yun. I know. I would say, Miss Ina, I don't know if your letter sender is open into my office is open. Yeah, I'll be willing to give a consultation for them, a free consultation
Aba,
if
okay.
they're open. Yeah, I'm here in Edmonton. I do have an office here. Just maybe they
Sasabihin
can
ko.
contact me. Oh, yes.
Oo. Well,
Mm-mm.
hopefully mapanood niya ito. No? I will let him know na gawa
Mm-mm.
na natin tong episode.
Yes.
Actually, I'm reading our exchange, no? Kasi nga nag-reply ako sa kanya, ganyan.
Mm-mm.
Sabi niya, no, kalalaki ko pong tao, hindi pumapatid luha ko. Totoo raw pala yung depression at deep sadness. So I
Mm-mm.
think he's one of those, yung kinakwento ko kanina, Miss Gino, na talagang may emotional toll na. Ito
Yeah.
ka na lang pangarap makakuha ng PR. Oo.
Mm-mm.
But let's just also talk about the worst case scenario for them. Ano?
Mm-mm.
Let's be real. What if maubusan sila ng oras, Miss G? For example, also the French study doesn't work out. How can
Mm-mm.
they use their current experience if they want to, in the future, no, maybe return to Canada?
To Canada, oo. So yung nga pala pangatlo, so sabi ko nga, check nila Express Entry, PNP,
Ay,
and then yung LMIA supported or the Francophone, and then try din nila kung kaya ng budget the study permit
okay.
pathway, no, that's also possible. But then of course, if all those are parang na-exhaust na nila,
Mm-mm.
then might as well bumalik ng Pilipinas. I know sabi nga nung tatay, di ba, parang mahirap para lalo na sa mga bata.
Mhm.
But mas mahirap na mag-stay sa Canada, mawala ng status, no? Kung mag-transition man kayo into a visitor record, you will not be allowed to work also. So mas mahihirapan. Might as well bumalik ng Pilipinas or wherever, no? Maghanap kayo ng trabaho doon. Still make sure na valid yung inyong, let us say, express entry. No? And still, there is a chance to come back. Malinis yung record nyo na hindi kayo nag-overstay or something like that. And then come back when you're again ready and there are opportunities.
Correct. Tsaka ano, no, pwede nilang ituloy yung pag-aaral ng French and try again until they get a good score sa French and then they can apply for a job, no? It might be easier
Yes.
also that way. At least makakabalik sila.
Yeah, yes, Miss Ina, that's a good idea also. Like, uuwi man sila, pero may plano sila na bumalik, yun nga, aral sila ng French. No, and then contact their last employer, sabihin na, okay, I don't need po an LMIA, I just need this one, no, paliwanag lang, and yeah, mas madaling makabalik.
Oo nga eh. Sabi ko rin sa kanya, Miss Gino, hindi po sila nag-iisa.
Yes.
I think ang mahalaga for people going through this is to realize na baka kasi iniisip nila, pinaparusahan sila ng, alam mo yon, ng universe. Hindi po, no? Marami po. Hindi po kayo nag-iisa. Many people, I'm sure, can relate to your situation.
Oo.
Ayun na nga eh.
Siguro lastly, Miss Ina, no, para dun sa mga foreign workers, even international students, might as well seek professional guidance early. No, hindi yung last parang 6 months na lang or 8 months or 1 year na lang ang natitira dun sa permits nila. No, ang trabaho kasi ng consultant is hindi lang mag-fill ng forms. I do call myself also or us as somehow risk managers. So kami yung nag-identify ng gaps, nag-aayos ng inconsistencies dun sa applications nyo, and checking the documentation ba will pass the standards ng IRCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, pagplanuhan nyo pa lang, yun nga, like what I've said, kahit wala pa kayo dito sa Canada, sa Pinas pa kayo or wherever, dapat nakaset na yan, nakaready na lahat ng documents nyo and your plans.
Yeah. Ay, nako. Anyway, yun lang ano. Thank you so much, Miss G. And I will definitely let them know, ito pong email sender
Yes.
natin, that they can go to you at makakuha
Yes,
po sila
please.
ng free consultation. Thanks for that, Miss G. Okay, well, guys, what do you think about the situation? Please, no, if you would be willing, give them words of encouragement, no,
Mhm.
about their situation. Yeah, avoid negativity, guys. Okay, we
Mhm.
will end this episode here. Thank you again, Miss G. Yung kanyang email nasa ibaba po if you want to get in touch with Miss G. Okay, bye everybody. Thank you.